Hello, Phúc. Welcome to the speaking test. Let's start with part 1. How often do you do exams?
Well, being a full-time student, I am no stranger to academic tests at all. Like, I do it every day. Well, not that often, but believe me when I tell you, it does feel like that.
What do you dislike most about exams?
To be honest, my brain doesn't work that well under pressure. Everything seems not to go my way when I'm in such situation. And that is pretty much all what exams have to offer. I mean, pressure from the time, pressure from the supervisors, pressure from your own expectation, and so on. I do not prefer this tension whatsoever.
What is the most difficult exam you have ever taken?
Well, I think one of the most challenging one for me would be Principles of Marxism and Leninism, which I set for back when I was a freshman at my university. Like everybody else, I tried predicting the questions, but it went way off track, so clearly I had nothing to fill in the paper, and I have to say that moment was super frightening.
Now we'll turn to part 2. You'll be given a topic and have 1 minute to prepare. Describe a time when you spend a lot of money on something. Time's up. Can you start speaking now, please?
So, to tell you the truth, I consider myself quite a thrifting person when it comes to spending money. I mean, I'm not usually willing to go all in on shopping. However, that was not the case for the very last go of 2019 when I was preparing new clothes for a Tate holiday. Well, after mulling over a lot of options on the website, I had picked up on some items and decided to take them home directly from the shop. But making plan is just one thing, executing it is another. When I was there at the shop, things escalated quickly after I set aside the sole items that I was supposed to purchase. I ended up buying more than I intended. Thankfully, I was able to take control over that excitement soon. But that's not to say I regret buying them, because at the end of the day, I do need them. And the thing is, I have experienced the strangest Tate ever due to COVID-19 pandemic and social distancing policy. So basically, I've been self-quarantining at home the whole time, and those clothes thus have been lying idly in my suitcase since then. And I guess now I have to save them for the next winter, because summer has already come.
Thank you. Let's move on to part 3. In this part, I'd like to ask you a few questions about this topic. Spending money. Do people spend too much money on luxury items?
Yes, obviously, overspending on expensive things can be attributed to a host of factors. For one, I think wealthy people may see it as the way to show off their lucrative life. And I think if they work their tail off for that money, then no one is in position to judge. Another reason for purchasing luxury items can be due to addiction. I mean, there are people being obsessed with making a whole collection of these products just for personal interest.
What do young people spend most of their money on in your country?
Well, at this day and age, I think technology is virtually indispensable to our life, especially to younger generations. So I believe technological items are on top of the list here. Well, there are a couple of reasons for this priority. First, I think because the product life cycle has been shortened by the constant change of technology, the price for these smart equipments goes down quite rapidly in a very short time, which makes them more affordable to everybody. Second, as you might notice, for some people, there's a need for them to stay on trend all the time, so they don't hesitate to splurge on items, let's say adopting latest technology.
Why are some people addicted to shopping?
I would say people indulge in shopping because shopping is undeniably fun. I think it's an effective way to blow up steam and reduce stress. Of course, if you have money. Otherwise, there will be another stress added to your list when you look back at the bills. And as far as I'm concerned, shopaholics tend to be addicted to the feelings when shopping rather than the shopping itself.
Thank you. That's the end of your speaking test.